Um, Welcome back to What If the Heku, or no, What If Mr. Her Academia was in My Hero Academia? I finally chose that name. So, where we left off, his friends from, or actually the children that were from his other school, that old school one, when they saw what he was capable of, yeah, it looked like, but they want more proof of what he's talking to. Yeah, not just take their or his word for it. So yeah. So then, so he tells them that he had no friends because I talked weird to them. As he make a spirit version of them, like a hologram of what they. I'm the one in the middle. My power is voice enchant. It allows me to basically make a person fall in love with someone, make them fall asleep. Compared to Music Mike, the I don't say yeah for no reason. My charm version, my charm voice allows me to. So yeah, as they see like a kid that looks like grapefruit's age, the one that he gets beat him up by the girls most of the time. Yeah, well, yeah. He still does that, but actually, in this alternate timeline, he's just more relaxed, not the what he does in canon. Yeah. Instead of touching girls, he just lays back and goes right to sleep. Yeah. So, yeah. So they, so, yeah. And so you said you have three personalities. As he looks away, come on, Doomsday, as a echoes through the voice, or they hear this voice of, no, I will not come out of this body because you made me feel embarrassed in front of Jiro. That's if I, as it was like somehow Jiro knew who, like something. I'm sorry for embarrassing you, but I always speak the truth, remember? Alright, I'll accept it. Just this one time. As he appears as the spirit, as Jiro went from being a like this to being like into this. Yeah. So basically, that's what she did to him. And she, or he, reason why he knew all the people is because the evolution in power doesn't just give him like the unkillable creature, but he remembers the names of everyone without meeting them in person. Yeah. So, yeah. Even his friend or his classmates when he was just age of 3 said that he was too weird. Now they know that he has a power to, or he actually was born 3 different like spirits inside of him. So yeah, as he wants to like look away, or he looks away, he doesn't want to, and he has like the same face. He's like, as he doesn't want to be so embarrassed, but Jiro walks over and she touched the spirit, Aaron. And yeah, she turns his head to her as, yeah, she needs a stepping stool. But Doomsday, he crouched down to kiss her. And yeah. So let's say that's the first time since I don't remember Doomsday from DC ever having a girlfriend. He's usually, I know he usually is like, gonna kill everybody. Come on, let's go. Kill everybody. Bang, bang. Kind. But I actually never remember him actually having a girlfriend, actually. So, but then this would have, yeah. And the first part 1, sorry for not having the, like, description, but that's okay. So, yeah. So, Jiro was basically so, and she secretly told him to like go to bed with her, and that just made Doomsday's face blush. And let me remind you, he's in his spirit form. Like, he's just embarrassed that Jiro asked him to go in bed with her. Yeah. So, yeah. So then, yeah. let's say dorms were implemented earlier so that yeah. So he, like, goes to bed. And the next day, it's a camp park. So they go to camp park. And, yeah. So, yeah. So Jiro keeps thinking about what would her kids would look like. If it, yeah. Don't ask me what her kids would look like, because, heck, this is just gonna make the what if, not the design of it. If you guys want to create your own fan made version of what Jiro and Doomsday's his kids would look like, be my guest. And make sure you post it on, like, the Twitter or YouTube of how to draw thing. That's a title of your video. How to draw their kids. Yeah. So if they, yeah. So then basically Jiro it was like hanging around with him a lot more, as everybody, like his friends, or made friends with him. This squid guy, I forget his name. The one right next to it says, "Man, as you don't have many friends, don't you?" No, before I met you guys, I thought it was the, like, end, because of what I usually talk to myself a lot more. Okay? As some of them are like, "Man, you really don't have any friends when you talk to yourself." Yeah, that's why I might look insane, but there's formula for this madness. So, yeah. As even Mario was like, "Yeah, sorry if I'm making you sick." So, yeah. So, yeah. But, man, you and I would probably be best friends if. I just realized something. The. If. This is what I'm gonna propose to you. Oh. Like, for the poll. Who would win between Doomsday versus Mirio? Who would win? So tell me in the comments below. And yeah. So basically, now we go back to it was. So All Might and like, yeah. Because his family really is like disappointed, because they knew that their son talks to himself way more. But since they didn't watch or they actually watched the sports festival, and they saw their son transformed into a kid and wield a giant hammer that looked like could like turn the earth into a ping pong on ball. Yeah. Yeah. They were like, man, as their jaws dropped when they saw. Yeah. So, yeah, his parents, at first, they were like, go away. To, holy crap, did you just do that? Okay, we're sorry. Yeah. So, basically, they had so much guilt. Like, they were, like, they thought it was, yeah. So he had no friends, no one to, like, he lies on, except for his two different personalities. So, yeah, the other two. So, basically, when he laid his head on the pillow, he couldn't sleep, so he transforms into Doomsday. Yeah. And then the Jiro was sleeping unease. As she walks, or she gets up, walks to his bedroom. Like he goes through, or when she went through, she crawled in bed with him to order to calm him down. Yeah. Plus, yeah, you basically, as next morning, when he, or when she woke up, or actually, let's say he woke up before her, as he was so embarrassed, like, it was in Doomsday's body. He was so embarrassed that if he moved, he would probably woken her up. So, yeah, as he starts to tear up, he actually never had a friend that, and sorry about that. And yeah, so yeah, he basically was kind of startled at his, or when Jiro was laying in his bed with him. Yeah. And she's smiling, like having a wonderful dream with, as he and then she's slowly waking up. Um, as, yeah, as he, yeah, she did close her door and not lock it, but she just closed it to make sure. As he was sleeping, or actually, he was like, when they both woke up, they didn't even say a word to each other about what happened last night. But the calm version of him knew that she walked in to just be right next to him. So, yeah, that's what happens when somebody like her, then, yeah. And, yeah. And who else was, like, had that same love is, of course, Momo Irozu. She fell in love with Calm, like him, actually. And you know what Toga gets? The one that looks like a 4-year-old. That does, like, hello. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So, yeah. So then at the cam, um, I'm skipping the cam, but at USJ, or no, at Heroes vs. Villains. Wow, I'm really tired. At the USJ, or no, All Might versus All for One. All Might was down but not out, as All for One says, "Time for you to die." I hope that you enjoy this. As um, as All for One lifts his palm up as he shoots the laser out of his hand, way before he gets obliterated. Who shows up to save his life was Doomsday. Yeah. As he says, "You all die here, all for one. I am the most powerfulest one of them all. Now, time for you to feast." Or actually, as he says this, "It's time for you to die here." As he runs up to All for One, as All for One's like trying to use his attacks, but then All for One, or Doomsday, killed All for One, ripped his heart out, and ripped every quirk from his body. Yeah, All for One would never survive that. As Jiro, oh, and then some reason his phone unhooked up to the for the lullaby song that Jiro remembers from her, like, when she was just the kid. Yeah. As Toga, uh, she fell in love with him. And yeah, Toga, you like, she knows, or she's not a villain in this what if. She actually joined like class 1B, but she was like between three girls, Jiro, Momo, and Toga. It's like someone got first place, got Doomsday first place. Second place is the Calm, and then the third place is that looks like a 4-year-old kid. As they all like were hanging out in the commons, and Momo decided to play rock paper scissors with them. Of yeah, of who would date him. Um, as Toga says, well, you two got the like, or Jiro got Doomsday's version of him. You Momo got the calm version of him, and I get the 4-year-old version of him. Actually, yeah, his voice sounds like it, but he's actually, they didn't really see his true form, or his like, he sounds like yeah, he's the same age as Toga, but or like the same height as Toga, but the with a high pitched voice. Sorry. Yeah. So basically, sorry. So basically, yeah. So Jiro is like, Toga, you need to like figure, or let's figure out who gets who. I know that I get Doomsday because he really likes my music somehow. You get the brains, and Toga gets the kid that sounds like a 2-year-old. Yeah, does. He actually does look like Toga, but the yeah. So so they wanted to ask him if he had, if they chose. This is a no-brainer, but because all three of them asked him at the same time of who would he date, as he says, well, us three chose, or because all of us chose you guys because yeah. So we chose as Momo, or as the like. He says, well, I would rather, or we would rather date all of you, all three of you, at the same time. As yeah, no joke, as they do. And sorry about that little clang. That was my mom closing the door. So, yeah. So Jiro, Momo, and Toga went on a date with him and his other two selves as he separates into three, as they all got dating and they all got married. They all had children. Yeah. The 4-year-old looked like Toga, same age. As she thought she was just gonna get married to a 2-year-old, but turns out it was the same age as her. And she's like, man, yeah. So then, yeah, they got married, had kids, and I'm skipping the overhaul fight. Oh, bye bye. Here's you guys and girls. And then in the day 3, I am thinking about adding Glass Girl into My Hero Academia. And then for the 4th one, whoever comments the what if Deku was the 4DK Universe Lord thing, today's or this week is my custom ones, throwing in some extra baddies. But I am thinking about doing the newer ones, like turning the entire 40K entire universe into a just a simple person, like AKA I turn all of the universe that they are into actual human, basically like Mina, the rest of them. So yeah. So stay tuned of that, okay? So yeah. So bye bye. Peace out, y'all.